They teach you that dinosaurs went extinct 65 million years ago. That's wrong, and here's why. Our ancient ancestors lived with dinosaurs and wrote about them. Here's just a few examples that I think you'll find very interesting. Let me know what you think in the comments below. The Angkor Wat Temple. This temple is amazing. Built in Cambodia in the 12th century, it was originally built as a Hindu place of worship and then was later transformed into a Buddhist temple. Now there are over a dozen separate temples and buildings inside the complex, with many columns all depicting some animal, plant, or religious symbol of some form. But then we see a clear carving that looks exactly like a dinosaur. Am I crazy? I mean, that's a Stegosaurus, right? According to modern historical fact, this carving is in a place where they should have never even found a fossilized bone, let alone seen a living Stegosaurus, yet they were able to carve the dinosaur in exact proportions, just as we see in our science books. The Smithsonian Institute has claimed this carving is a depiction of a wild boar or rhinoceros, but their research requires that you look at it from a certain angle, and only that angle. That's absolutely ridiculous. Ever thought about Asian dragon myths? The countless myths that have evolved from many cultures in Asia place dragons in extremely high regard. It seems as though dragons played an integral part of their everyday life. Chinese emperors often used them as a symbol for power and honor because they were considered benevolent creatures and thought of as a good luck charm. From myths about morals to epic battles, these stories all had the same thing in common. They depicted dragons as very large lizards. Large lizards looked exactly like dinosaurs. Even Europeans wrote about them. The European dragons were far more aggressive, and battles between them and humans were written about by many people from that time. An example is Geoffrey of Monmouth. For more evidence, let's go to Egypt. Hieroglyphs often depict animals that were local to the area or known through accounts from travelers abroad. Yet in some very old Egyptian carvings, dating from around 3100 BC, they show what appear to be long-necked dinosaurs or sauropods on many different occasions. Some are found on simple everyday items such as pottery. King Narmer had a stela made that showed one of his many victories, and on that tablet were two sauropod dinosaurs locking necks. Look at this tablet. Look at this lion. Look at the animal next to it, which they also call a lion. Do these even look remotely like the same animal? This is a sauropod, and this is a lion. Which one do you think it looks most like? This is the most divisive source of evidence on historical dinosaurs. The Bible. A lot of people take the Bible to be a fable that was concocted by people 2,000 years ago. Many archaeological discoveries have been made using the Bible as a guide. For example, the Hittites were once considered a biblical legend until their capital city and records were found in Turkey. In the book of Job, God speaks of a behemoth, a very large animal that moved its tail like a cedar. Modern scholars say that this is only mentioning an elephant or a hippopotamus, but their tails are small and rope-like, hardly the example of the sturdy cedar tree that is known for its strength. Another example is a Leviathan. The Leviathan lived in the water and was reported to be very large and able to move like no other animal. The crocodile is often said to be the basis for this creature, but we run into a problem when the known facts of the Leviathan and the crocodile are compared to each other. Want to know another crazy example? Please subscribe to my channel for me. Here it is, the Inca stones of Peru. These carved stones have been found all over Peru. On them are depictions of animals, people, and a lot of other things, including dinosaurs. In the 1500s, Spanish conquistadors told stories of these stones and eventually brought some back to Spain. Though most of the Inca stones do not depict dinosaurs, of the over 11,000 stones found, it shows that they knew precisely what dinosaurs looked like. This is Citizen Rogue signing out. Come back next week and we'll talk about black triangles. Have you ever heard of them? Belgium sure has.